Hey guys, what's going on? Welcome back. Okay, I'm gonna tell you a story what happened to my best friend. It was like a month ago, and he had that A5. It's the same year like this. It was 2013, and he started having some problems with the engine, and he just wanted to get rid of it. So he posted online that he wants to sell it, and he posted like 10,500, like something like that, because it was like 2013 and only had like 65 70,000 miles on it. And first couple days, couple messages here and there, and then on the third day there was a message from some guy. He said, he asked him if he still has a car, he's really interested in it, and if he can call him. So he was like, yeah, just give me a call. So the guy calls him and he tells him like, I really want that car. I'm calling from Minnesota because my friend was in Florida, and he was like, I have a small car dealership and I really need that car. And my friend was like, yeah, whatever, I'll sell it to you. And he was like, you're asking for how much? And my friend was like 10,500. And the guy was like, oh, that's not a problem, I'm just gonna give you 11,000. And he was like, but there is a problem, I'm not here in Florida, I'm in Minnesota, and I'm gonna have to send a tow truck. And my friend was like, yeah, that's fine with me, if you pay me the money you can do whatever. So he was like, okay, I'm gonna send you a check. It was like a cashier check or something. And he was like, I'm gonna send you a check, but I'm gonna send you a 5,000 extra so you can pay the tow truck. When they come and pick up your car, you can just take that 5,000 and pay the tow truck guy. And he was like, whatever, I'll do it. So that day he called me, my friend called me, he was like, yeah, no, this is what happened. And I was like, I don't know who still, pays and buys car with the, checks and stuff like that, sending into the mail. And I was like, don't do anything till you get the money. And he was like, of course, I'm not gonna give him my car till I, get the money in my bank. So 2 days later, the guy start calling him like, like every 2 hours, every day. Did you get a check? Did you get a check? Did you get a check in the mail? And my friend was like, not yet. I'll let you know whenever it gets here. So the check got there in like 2 days, and it was checked like on, can't remember, like 15,000 or whatever. So my friend went to the bank, put the check in the bank. He called the guy. He was like, listen, I have the check, it just arrived. And he told him like, I'm not gonna do anything till I see the balance on in my bank. And the guy was like, oh yeah, no problem, just let me know whenever the money shows up on your account. And I think it took like 12 hours or something, 24 hours to show up on his account. And the guys keep calling. He was like, hey, did the money show up on your bank account? And as soon as it did, my friend called him, and the guy called him back, and he was like, hey, listen, I'm gonna have to pay the tow truck because there was some problem, he had to pay right away. Can you send me that extra $5,000 that I gave it to you? And my friend was like, that's fine, because he can see the money in his account. And he sent him 3,500 first, because he had the Zelle, and through the Zelle you can't send more than 3,500 at once. And the guy asking for 5,000. This is how much he gave him extra. And my friend was like, yeah, I just sent it to you. It was 3,500, but I'm gonna have to send another 1,500 tomorrow. And the guy was like, oh, just find a way how you're gonna do it right now, because the tow truck is coming, and I don't have time for that. And my friend called him. I was like, man, something is wrong with that. And he was like, well, I don't know what it is, but I can see the money in my account. So the next day, my friend wakes up and he looks at his account, there's no money. and he calls the guy, and the guy calls him, and he was like, hey, I need another 1500, the truck is coming, and blah blah. And my friend was like, hey bro, the money is missing, there is no money in my account, there was money yesterday but I don't see it now. And the guy was like, oh, there's probably some mistake, you can just send me another 1500, you'll be fine, it's probably just some problem, whatever. And he hangs up on him, my friend, and he was like, F you, blah blah blah, give me my money back. And the guy is like, like nothing happened. So my friend calls the bank, and the bank, asks the bank what happened. I had like 15,000 yesterday and there is no money today. And the bank was like, there's something going on, because the check that he got, it was checked from some other person from I don't know where, from New York, and it was stolen check. So what happened is, when my friend put the check in the bank, the balance showed, but like after 24 hours, I guess the person reported it, or after 24 hours the bank can see in the system what actually happened, and they pull the money back. That's why the guy was keep calling him every 2 hours, like to get everything done as soon as possible, because they know what they're doing. He probably knew that money is gonna disappear in 24 hours. So my friend called the police, called the bank, reported the guy, and the bank calls him back, I think 2-3 days later, and he was like, we can't help you because the Zelle is not actually part of the bank. The Zelle is like a third party. So whenever you send some money to somebody or they send you back, there is nothing they can do about it. So that's the story. He lost that money, but he didn't lose the car. The guy could show up with the truck and get his car too. So yep, be careful guys when you're selling your car online, or make sure it's cash, or the guys in person, stuff like that, because they're playing games, man. They're like professionals over there. That's the story. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you guys later.